welcome back. I am going to do a weekly vlog because Vaughn is away this week for work. I want to try and get into some kind of routine because my routine has been all over the show. Let me tell you, like, bedtimes are a mess, wake up times are a mess. So I figured I might as well pick up the camera because everything I've been posting lately is like footage that basically I decided I wanted to start YouTube like a year ago, and naturally, as I do, procrastinated and had like crippling self-doubt about whether I should do it or not. So I filmed a bunch of vlogs, especially travel vlogs, and then when I was doing Vlogmas, I decided, like, let me just get it out there. Let me just put it out there. And it's old, but you know what? It's still pretty decent stuff that I've recorded. So right now it is 8:30 on Sunday. We had Vaughn's family here for tea and cake yesterday, and to be honest, like, we didn't do any tidying after that. We cleaned up before they came, but now there's like a mountain of dishes. Let me show you. Look at that. And I've just taken the bins out. It's bin day tomorrow. I've literally left it like halfway up the path, and I'm just hoping that, like, I'll have the front door open when the guy comes and grabs it, because I'm gonna have to say, like, I'm so sorry. I was fighting that bin. Like, it's a black bin. This is riveting content. It's a black bin, and I was trying to pull it, but we've got like the pathway down the side has like 2 lanes of like stepping stones, and I couldn't get it to go on those. Like, it kept falling off, so I just gave up, and I'm just hoping that the man's gonna be able to take it from there, because I'm not. All right, let me set you down, do a little time lapse. If you're procrastinating on cleaning, here's your cue. Let's do it. Just like 10 or 15 minutes. Whatever gets done, gets done. And then I'll give you a nighttime lounge update, house update, because there are a few things that have changed since I last vlogged. And then I think I'm gonna try and do my bedtime routine and just see if I can get into bed at a reasonable time. Unlikely, but it's worth a shot. Okay, so we're going for progress over perfection here. I got Kudzai's here on Valentine's Day, and obviously Vaughn's away, so I got this to give her, and I got one for myself, and this hand wash for the bathroom. I've done the dishes. Life hack: if you struggle with unpacking the dishwasher when the dishes are wet, I've got these 2 collapsible drying racks, and I just put them in there, and then I'll deal with it later. Still have to deal with this later, but let me show you what the lounge is looking like. Please remember that it's not perfect and that it is very much lived in. It is tidy right now, but like, realistically, that table would not be there if I was going to do like an Instagram photo, for example, which I obviously haven't done in years, and this would all be straightened up and whatever. But this is where it is at. I am really happy with how cozy it's looking. It actually looks so nice. Let me just go outside quick. Let me show you from that side. I think this is the best view of it. Like, come on, it looks so cozy. So we'll obviously mount the TV. That's a given. And then I'll probably do a picture there. And this rug we got off Facebook Marketplace, and you can see it's quite badly marked. So either I need to flip it so that it's on that side, or I need to keep trying to get it off. Vaughn's mom did give me some stuff to try get it off, but the lady didn't mention it in the listing. In fact, she actually said it's like super clean, but this carpet was 1/5 of the cost of something like half the size. So I was like, I don't actually care. And then originally I put the black rug down so that the cats wouldn't be stressy about a different smell in the house, and now I like what it looks like. It feels like it like sections it off. So that is what the lounge is looking like for now. I think my main focus will be figuring out that wall, because it is quite like long and thin and it just doesn't look right. Also, this thing on my nose, I wanted to, and here, I wanted to vlog last week, and this thing was like a huge pimple. It was so sore. It was like standing out to my nose. It was like taking up like this much space, and I couldn't cover it with makeup. I had pimple patches on it. It was, yeah. When I'm feeling less like ready for bed, I will fill you in on what happened when I went to the dermatologist. Let's just say it ended in tears. That's, yeah. So I put on an episode of that chapter. If you like true crime, that chapter's a really good channel. I like how he fact checks. He's got a bit of humor, but it doesn't feel misplaced. It's, you know, it's relative to what he's talking about. And I'm going to let that episode finish, and then I'll start getting ready for bed, so that at least I know, like, I've done all that I can, in the kitchen especially, and tomorrow can start fairly smoothly, because one thing I know is if I'm procrastinating, there's a very high chance I'm going to decide it's a good time to clean. So I want to actually just get that out the way. I'll probably check in a bit. I don't think I'm going to time lapse now because I want to charge my phone. Power's going off in an hour, so I want to get everything done before that and try to be in bed. Good morning. That did not go according to plan. Oh, dearie me. I meant to wake up at 7:30 because I'm trying to test out. There's a theory that says, like, you test what kind of animal you are with your sleep. Mine is dolphin, and they say a dolphin should be getting 7 hours of sleep, I think. So I wanted to try and make it like I don't sleep more, I don't sleep less. 12, jokes on me. I literally snoozed my alarm. I didn't turn it off. I snoozed it from 7:30 to now, which is 10 o'clock. Plan was to wake up at 7:30, roll around in bed and dread getting myself out, and then get up around 8, get straight in the shower, and then try to start the day from 8. And I'm still yawning so much, and I think, from my understanding, I am super tired because I'm sleeping too much, which is weird because I was so sure, like with my tablet, I generally have to have 8 hours, but I think I'm going into like the 9-10 hour territory. Yeah, I'm super tired. But I'm gonna take my tablets and have some coffee and a shower, and I'm sure I'll feel better, especially after the shower. I'm gonna have a cold shower because it is so hot here. I don't know how I was sleeping under a blanket. It's like cooking hot. Like weather warnings kind of hot. And the cats are sitting in the sun. Let me show you. Look at that. What are you watching, sister? I think she's doing that because there's something she wants to catch. Phoebe? What are you doing, you funny cat? I completely neglected to carry on filming yesterday, and I was just cooking dinner and was going to put something on, and then I realized I hadn't updated in a while. Please excuse the rubbish lighting. It is currently power outage time of night, and I am busy trying to make a sauce to repurpose some leftover chicken, and it is going terribly wrong. I haven't stopped to figure out the light problem. It's perfect in the lounge. Let me show you. We got one of those batteries that you can plug an extension cable into, so we can at least have the TV on and the fan, which I currently do not have on, and have all of that going while there's no power. But I didn't really feel like hooking up an extension to run all the way to the kitchen. Like, I'm going to be using gas anyway. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out this situation and seriously regretting my life choices on not buying a handheld blender, but that is neither here nor there. Right, so yesterday, update. I did some work, and then my mum was scammed on Facebook. So there's this old trick, I don't know if it's a universal trick or if it's just here, where the person says they're gonna send you the money to your bank account, and then they create a fake proof of payment, which looks 100% legit, and then basically take what you're selling and run off with it without paying. And so this happened to my mum, and like no one really reports these things, so people just carry on getting away with it because they're like, well, I was the silly one to fall for it. But like, if you've ever been scammed, you weren't the silly one. There's a lot of thought that goes into this. Anyway, a while ago I took an interest in OSINT, which is basically like, I guess, a form of investigative journalism where you like find information online legally that people have been negligent in covering up, I guess. If you're a crime kind of person, you might have watched the Brian Laundrie, Gabby Petito story unfold, or perhaps you're watching the Nicola Bully story unfold now, and there's a lot of like armchair detectives, online sleuths. Maybe you watched Don't F with Cats, it's that kind of thing. So I went with it to the police station because I was concerned that they weren't going to take it seriously. Our police are wildly under-resourced for a country that does have a little bit of a struggle with crime. So it's very difficult to spend hours and hours on, I guess, something that could be considered like not violent. Like, I don't know, people didn't get physically hurt. It can be difficult to justify taking the time for that. So I went with her just to make sure that they'd take a statement, and also to kind of pass on what I had found on just digging on Facebook and going through the profiles, like backtracking on the information that the person had put out there. I think I spent like 2 hours there, and we were at the front of the queue. Can you imagine waiting 2 hours just to give a statement on something that's happened? Can be a bit disheartening. Anyway, so then when I got back, I needed to get back into focus mode. Yeah, I got back and I jumped into work. I am struggling to concentrate because I have my monthly unwelcome guest approaching. It messes with hormone levels. I actually spoke to my psychologist about it this morning, and now I'm on the path to find a solution. So if you have ADHD and you have a solution, please do let me know. It is really annoying. Anyway, so that was it. Yesterday evening, what did I do? I feel like I had coffee too late, maybe. I was up until 5 o'clock this morning. Couldn't sleep at all. So that was torture. I had taken my sleeping tablet, so it was not like I could just get up and do work or like flip around my days and nights. Like, I know people always say like, if you can't go to sleep within 20 minutes, get up. But in a lot of ways, that is kind of impractical if you're someone who has to take sleeping tablets, because like it does make you a little bit out of it. And also, if they kick in, like after that point, you can end up being hyper and like a little bit high, and that's not what I want at all. I always try to like just tell myself like, okay, just go to sleep, relax, breathe, listen to bedtime stories, put Friends on. I'm not even gonna like try to explain why on earth I didn't put Friends on. My brain didn't go there. It was hyper focusing on a musician rapper here that was recently murdered. So that is what my brain was very hung up on at 4 to 5 o'clock this morning. And then I struggled to wake up, so I woke up about 10. Kudzai was here, got ready for my therapy session as fast as I could. And then after that, when I got back, obviously Kudzai was still here, so we were chatting, and then I was really trying hard to focus, but I work much slower when it's this bad focus time, and obviously because I didn't sleep, it was even worse. So it's been a little bit of an upside down day, and I looked at my tripod a few times and thought, oh, I better quickly vlog, but I did not. And that, I'm going to say, is 100%. I just dropped so much rice in here. I was trying to take an easy way out so I didn't have to warm up the rice separately, and now... Okay, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the greatest irony. I have such a mushy brain right now, thanks to all of the factors I previously mentioned. So, like, For example, Vaughn is my best friend. We talk about everything. I am always talking to him about everything. He messaged earlier and I replied in my head, but I didn't reply in real life. Like, it is Valentine's Day. He is my Valentine. And I ghosted him for a few hours. And I was like replying in groups and stuff. And then I was like, what the heck? Why haven't I heard from him? That's weird. Like, normally he'd let me know, like, hey, things are going well, or like, we're taking lunch now, or like reply to what I'd sent. And then only I realized that I hadn't even messaged him in the first place. That is a very good example of where my brain is at right now. A whole mess. I just took 11 minutes 15 to summarize 2 days worth of my life. I could probably have said that in like 3 minutes. Went to the police yesterday, laid the charge, did way too much Facebook stalking, didn't sleep, and here we are. Done. Now I'm going to watch something, I think maybe the behavior panel on the Nicola Bully story, which I am truly, it is so weird. In summary, she vanished while out on a walk in the UK. In a small town where a lot of people know each other, like farmy kind of setting, there's a lot of inconsistencies. There's a lot that is very strange. And people are adamant that it was her husband. Like, generally speaking, the partner is often the prime suspect, but in this case, I do not agree. So I'm interested to see what the behavior panel says about that. And then I need to get ready for bed because I have a ton of work to do tomorrow, and I simply cannot just ignore the fact that I'm working in slow-mo. It's unacceptable. I'm aware of it now. I need to own it. Also, lol at me saying yesterday that I wanted to wake up at 7 and then overslept yesterday and then wanted to wake up at 7 and only went to bed at 5 today. Yeah, this is going well. It's fine. Everything's fine. Change of plan. The behavior panel video I was just talking about got pulled about halfway through. So I'm guessing it's copyright because YouTube can be quite strict with like reaction videos. It's very difficult to get them right. So I can't link it or recommend it or anything until it's back up. Instead, I'm going to watch Alfie Day's vlogs. His latest one just came out 1 day ago. If you like Zoe Sugg or any of the kind of old British YouTubers, I guess, you'll enjoy it. I really like his vibe. Like, I love watching them as a family, and I find it very like positive and yeah, a very normal. It's not like influencer-ish. Very, very normal. Like they eat normal food. They do normal things. They don't have like exorbitant amounts of money that they're like flaunt. I'm sure they have a ton of money, but they're not like flaunting it. Like, everything's very like normal house. So that's my recommendation if you're looking for something to watch, because you can't watch the behavior panel now. I really wish I could have caught it before it got pulled. I was in a really good part where they were explaining how the 5 stages of grief would show on a person's face, and you can go through all of them like within minutes when someone's missing because you're still grieving their loss. So I'm hoping they put it back up. I'm just about to get ready for bed. I went down a full rabbit hole of trying to deactivate my Facebook and Instagram again. So I'd gotten them back for a number of reasons the last few days, to keep tabs on things, and obviously I was looking into the scam guy, which I needed to have my account activated for. But now I just deactivated again, and it took about an hour to find where they've put it. So I haven't packed the dinner away yet. By the way, that dinner was not great. It was okay. It was edible. It certainly isn't going to win any kind of best food of the year awards, but it was edible. There is, however, a lot left over, and I'm not quite sure what to do with it because I don't know if I can freeze it or reheat it tomorrow. Thankfully, most of the leftovers is like rice and sauce. It's not like, getting rid of a bunch of stuff. One thing I forgot to mention why yesterday was also a bit upside down is our kettle. When I woke up in the morning, there was water everywhere, under the microwave, like the electronics on the same counter. Let me show you. So the kettle is there. The water had gone under all the way to like here. I had to like unplug everything, move everything, dry it out. And now I've got that kettle standing there, which I'm keeping empty and off, because I think we have the warranty, but where that box is, I don't know. So in the meantime, I've got this terrible little kettle that Vaughn taped together that is, I guess, a temporary solution, but like it's not working very well. It's boiling water. So yesterday was a lot of like trying to figure out where the water was coming from, tidying up the flood before it hit the floor. And I had boiled a full kettle because I was worried about load shedding, but then when I was going, which is the power outage, when I was going to put it into the flask, I forgot. So there was like 1.8 liters of water all over the floor. That was such a weird way to start the day because it's not even an old kettle, it's relatively new. So I think I'm gonna get ready for bed now, make my tea, have a little snack because I didn't eat as much as I wanted to, but like the texture is new. So I'm gonna have something small and sweet, and then I might try to do my quick tidy. Chances are very slim. It's more likely that I'll just deal with the problem tomorrow because my body is really feeling it after the 4 hours of sleep, or I can't even remember if it was 4. And on Saturday night / Sunday morning, I also had so little sleep. So I'm really starting to, you can see actually by my face, I'm starting to fade fast. Let me get this going. Probably gonna put something on while I do. So see, this is the thing. I was just gonna tidy for a couple of seconds, pack away the dinner, and then once I got started, I landed up tidying the whole kitchen. I just gave the spare bathroom a little tidy of like things that got moved around, tidied up the lounge cushions. So like, why did I procrastinate to begin with? All I had to do was move that and that to either side. Ideally, I'd like to put that away, but I'm going to use it tomorrow, so it doesn't make sense. And this is where we're at. I am going to make some tea. I still haven't done that. And then it's bedtime for me. I wish I had a second camera. I was going to say, I wish I had a second camera to show you how I had perched the tripod. I'm just looking for some way to do my makeup where I can chat at the same time. Oh, tiny little space. I've lost my beauty blender. This feels so high up today. Oh, I don't know how long this shirt is going to stay on. It was perfectly comfortable when I was in England. Oh, here's my beauty blender. Do you know what? I'm not even going to use it. So I have a meeting at 11:45 or 11:30. I don't know. I have to take my next tablet very soon. So I know that it's after the tablet. I have a meeting and then I'm going to be doing a bunch of editing for the rest of the day. But I just feel like because my skin has been messing me around lately, so counteractive, like putting makeup on skin that's not happy, but I just feel like I feel so much better when I have a little bit of makeup on. I can see in the camera, I can see all the dots. Obviously nobody else can. Well, I mean, even if they can, I probably don't care. Like, I have never met someone else with this problem, but my face is darker than my neck. So when I do foundation, I have basically like the opposite problem of everyone else. I need to, first of all, I'm already the lightest foundation, but I basically need to like bring it down to my neck so that my neck and my face match up in color, but not because my foundation's too dark, because my face is darker than my neck. I slept okay, I guess. I did struggle to fall asleep, and I went to sleep at 1:30, which, given I said goodnight at like, I don't know, 11ish, I think, it's really not what I was going for. I feel like my body is begging me to sleep, but when my alarm went off this morning, so I woke up naturally, and then I was like, oh, let me just go back to sleep for a bit until my alarm goes off. And then I woke up exhausted instead of just getting up when my alarm went off, which like I know I should do, but I just don't. And then I really struggled to get out of bed, like really struggled. What I did last night was I put an alarm on this horribly loud clock, and I put the clock in the lounge, and I know that it can give the cats a bit of a fright when it goes off, so I set my phone alarm for just before that, and then I knew like I had to get up and turn it off before it went off, and that helped. But I felt like I woke up like drunk, like I was like stumbling to go turn the alarm off. So I guess that is how the day has started. I actually think that this mascara is dry. But also, when I opened this mascara, probably somebody did tell me before, but maybe I didn't listen. I found out that I'd already opened it, and I was watching something and someone said don't like pump the mascara because of the air. And I'd already done that. So now I'm just using it until it literally ceases to put color on my eyes. The other thing I wanted to mention is like I'm feeling so sensory overloaded because I've got keratosis pilaris on my legs, and I have to use this cream, and I'm still debating whether I'm gonna like go into all the details on YouTube or not, but essentially I went to a dermatologist and said like the last treatment I was given doesn't really work for me because with the sensory issues, I don't do it every day because I don't want to have that feeling of like clothes sticking to me, and like it takes super long to absorb. Is there anything else we can do? Basically, she said, no, you just have to deal with it. When I said I have sensory processing disorder, she literally went, and that should have been a clear indicator. I should have just said, I want to leave now. But I don't think people realize like how mentally overwhelming sensory overstimulation is. Like, I think it sounds like I'm just overreacting about like, yes, my clothes are going to stick. That's going to happen with any cream. But what I was kind of hoping for is like, okay, maybe there's this multivitamin you can take, or like some kind of understanding, because the thing is, while that is going on, while my legs are sticky, first of all, either I will lose my momentum with doing the whole routine because I dread it, or I will do it, but that will be what I focus on, and my focus will be there, and I almost get like obsessive about it, and I can't do my work and stuff while I'm going, oh, this is sticking, and I'm pulling and I'm tugging it. Yeah. Already I've put some on this morning and like put it on my shoulders, and this is like sticking to me, and now this is bothering me. My legs are sticky. I figured out that if I take a butter knife, I can like scoop stuff out of the pot because sticking my hand in was bothering me. Let me know if you have the same thing. And if you have found any solutions for sensory issues in skincare, because I would really, really love to know that. I'm quite tempted to leave my fringe like this, just to like, oh no, it's a bit too much. I was gonna just let it do its thing, but I think it's a bit wild. My hair smells like chemicals because of the shampoo I had to use, but that's part of the dermatologist thing as well, so I'm not gonna get into that right now. Okay, let me finish getting ready. I'll see you in a bit. So my Valentine's present from Vaughan was this curling iron, which is USB and basically cordless. Also doubles up as a power bank for your phone, which is very cool. And it can go 170 degrees, 190, or 210. And I want to just try it. I shouldn't be doing this. I should be hurrying up. But I'm just really interested to see how it goes on my fringe. I kind of feel like I want my fringe to just be a little spunky. I think if you have a GHD, you forget how long other things take to heat up. Like, okay, now it's warm. I never use the clip on these things because I feel like it makes a little ding in my hair. Am I just going to look like I'm fresh out of Woodstock in the 70s? I don't know if I like this. I don't hate it. I feel like that is kind of cute, but my skinnier one would work so much better because this is just too thick to get. I could try and go this way. Nah, you know, I'm just gonna straighten it. I'll leave a little bit of volume, I think. Let me try and straighten it with this just to see out of interest. Oh, that works pretty well. Definitely doesn't make your hair like as soft as when you straighten it with a GHD. Whenever I use a GHD, it's like super soft afterwards. This doesn't feel like it does that. This is the side I always struggle with because like, how? Right, do you know what? That's how I'm leaving it. It's very much longer on this side. I feel like that's super obvious at the moment, thanks to my wonderful cutting skills. You know, when you're doing something and you're like, oh my gosh, this is, if I don't stop now, I'm gonna ruin it. That is basically what just happened here. What is this? Why did I do this? Oh no, that's it. I'm putting the front parts away. That sounds very funny. I'm gonna clip it up. Not entirely, just some of it, because I mean, what is that? Look at her little back feet. Oh my gosh. This is what I landed up doing with my hair. It still looks crazy, but I kind of like it. It's like quirky, not crazy. I am just about to dive into the next like focus time. But there was a press conference media briefing on Nicola Bulley, who is missing in the UK. I wanted to watch that so that I can kind of, because I like to see what other journalists ask at press conferences, first of all. Second of all, I am kind of keeping track of the story in case I need to write it for true crime. And the speculation, it's a lot. Essentially, what's happened now is social media has taken over and TikTokers have gone there to try and go into the houses and all sorts of things. And it's really dangerous. But my kind of gut feeling from the beginning was that if the police had put out a statement with their reasoning, vague, can be completely vague, if they'd put out a statement with their reasoning on why they're so adamant on the river, then, you know, at least this could have been substantially toned down. But I just went on Reddit and I see like, okay, so wait, let me give you a summary in case you don't know about this situation. This is not a crime channel. I might start one, but I'm unsure. So comment below if you think I should. So basically what happened was this suburban mom in the UK went to drop her kids at school. She then went to a park where there's a river where she had her dog and she was on a work meeting, and she always did this on a Friday. It was normal behavior. And then there's like a gap in time, and then her phone was found on the bench, still in the Teams meeting but muted and video off. Dog was pacing between the bench and the gate, and police are adamant that she fell in the river. Family and speculation is that she could swim and this wouldn't be a bad situation. I mean, this wouldn't be a bad situation for her to find herself in because she is equipped to deal with that. Anyway, police are adamant she fell in the river or went in the river, and they classified her as a high-risk case. Because of that, they tried to squash all of the rumors in this press conference, as they should have done long ago, journalistically speaking. But already on Reddit, within like 3 minutes, people are like, why was she high risk? I saw on Facebook that she had a drink in her hand. Maybe she had a drinking problem. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's not at all like anyone's business. So that was a little rabbit hole I didn't mean to find myself in, but alas I did. And then what else happened today? They've started the investigation on my mom's situation, and I'm seriously hoping that they reach out to me about what I found on Facebook, because she had to print the document and I just don't see them going any deeper into that. And then the last thing I thought of is I should actually speak properly about the dermatologist thing, because it really is like, it's not good. It's not okay. And I just watched a video from Carrie. I don't remember her surname, but she was also dismissed by a doctor, and so many people were commenting like the same thing happened to me. And it's just making me think of like all the times I've been dismissed and the amazing doctor I had. So yeah, I'm gonna toy with that. I might do a separate video and just talk about it. But for now, I'm going back to work. I've got about maybe 3,000 words of editing to do and fact checking. So I'm gonna be deep in concentration mode, like as deep in as I can get. I'm done for the day. I got Nando's for dinner. And this time I got, what is this? A beetroot, what was it again? Beetroot and feta salad. I've never had this. Loving my crazy hair. It's actually kind of a vibe. I just clipped it up because it was in my face. Oh, this looks nice. I mean, the size is really quite a joke, but oops, that is what it looks like. Okay. I mean, a beetroot and feta salad is literally chopped up beetroot and 6 blocks of feta. That's not salad, that's just beetroot. Maybe they forgot to add the leaves or something. I don't know. All I can tell you is this was approximately the same price as a massive margarita pizza. So that is lovely. Anyway, chicken leg looks nice, even though it looks like it was shrunk in the wash. You get out of here. Phoebe's driving me insane. Oh dearie me, I don't even have lettuce or rocket or anything to put with this. So that is my dinner, I guess. I think I should change because beetroot and lemon and herb. Also, that lemon and herb I just licked is so hot. I don't remember it being this hot, but I'm still stoked because I don't really get Nando's when Vaughn's here because it's just the portions are too small for him, which I used to be like, oh come on, we can, you know, it'll be fine. But now looking at this, like, shame, what a sad state of affairs. It looks like a kid's meal. Thankfully, I've had a lot of snacks. Okay, dokie, let me get changed, have my food, gonna put on some nice trash TV sort of thing, maybe a dating show, or I don't know. What's that other one that I like? Come Dine With Me. So I'm busy getting kind of ready for bed. The power's going off at 8, and I wanted to show you this cool thing that my friend Jess got me for Christmas. Basically, it like keeps your tea at the perfect drinking temperature. So I'm gonna make some now because the power's going out in 10 minutes, but I still want to do like a quick tidy. I don't know if that squeaking's coming through. Oh my gosh, it's Phoebe trying to clean the floors. They're having the best night because I need to get them more dry food, and so I gave them all wet food, which is like a super treat. And I felt like I shouldn't because Phoebe was being extra naughty, but I gave them all wet food and they lost their minds. They were so happy. And whenever we do that, then Phoebe tries to like clean the floor afterwards, even though there's nothing there. So that little squeaking sound is her foot trying to clean the floor. I also have a kettle update. So our spare kettle seemingly is broken now too. I mean, it was always broken, that's why it was a spare one, but it's like it's there's no going back. I still haven't gone to see where the warranty box of this one is. So I'm back to boiling and putting it in a pot and leaving it off the stand and keeping everything disconnected before I buy a new one. But I must say, like, the temptation to just buy a new one is very high, and I feel like I want to do it like properly this time, because we've been through 2 kettles in like a year and a half. It's just insane. So that is how it is. Currently, this kitchen is messy. Not dirty, thankfully, but messy. And oh, sorry. Tomorrow I have groceries being delivered, including some of the cat food, between 9 and 10, and then I am heading to Jess, the same one that gave me this cup, to do some work. And then at 3, I think it is, I'm going to a podcast event. It's being hosted by an old radio friend of mine, which I'm pretty excited for. I don't have a podcast, and it felt a little bit strange, like going to a podcast event without a podcast. But I have a few ideas that are kind of going around in my head. I guess it would also just be nice to like bounce them off someone and just like see what the potential is. Like, I definitely want to know, is a podcast something that you can do on the side as a hobby in the beginning? Or like, how much upfront investment is there? Like, I'm pretty sure I could do it with just the mic I have and this camera, if I even needed a camera. But it's just nice to find out. And also, it'll be really cool to meet up with a bunch of my radio friends, who I'm sure will also be there, because obviously the way the world is going, radio and podcasting now go hand in hand, or one or the other. So I am very much keen to see everyone. I am going to shake my pom-poms. I have 6 minutes. My cup is keeping nice and warm, so let me hurry up, because when that goes off in 6 minutes, then it's not going to stay warm for that long, and I don't want to move the battery around. I just want to put it in the room. So probably see you tomorrow.
Jesus, man, the white system sucks. Now look at us. We do not have the premium quality of road.
Hi guys, I'm back home. I didn't take that much video at the podcast event because I was taking notes on my phone and I was listening. Very interesting. It was very, very, very interesting. And I'm hoping that it's given me the kick up the butt that I needed to get myself going, because honestly, I have so many podcast ideas, but I never actually start them. Just taking off my shoes, getting comfy. I just took a energy thing to try and wrap up some of the work that I wanted to get done today. Power's off at 8, and tomorrow I don't have any particular hours or anything I need to stick to. So I can work a bit later tonight and then sleep in tomorrow morning if I want to. I am busy looking at the washing that is still on the line from Tuesday, and I don't feel like folding it. Anyway, what did I do today? I went through to Sea Point and did some co-working with Jess, and then I went to this podcast event. I thought I was going to be so late. The traffic, really, like, apparently there's more than 3 million tourists that come to Cape Town every year, which is quite incredible, like more than 3 million. And I think about 2.5 are in Cape Town right now. I'm exaggerating. But a drive that would normally take me like 12 minutes or so was like 25 minutes because there was just traffic everywhere. And now the cats are absolutely dying for attention. I've got Frank here booping my foot, and Winchester trying to get involved in the rubs as well. So yeah, quite a like all over the show day. And I kind of hyper focused on a story that I didn't need to hyper focus on, and it's just so fascinating. It's an old story about two British tourists who ran into trouble, and yeah, I don't want to go through the whole thing because I've spoken a lot about true crime in this vlog, but basically I thought it was a very straightforward like robbery gone wrong, but then it landed up being absolutely fascinating, and subsequently I over-researched it, which is classic me. Sometimes I'll just like find these things so interesting, but I only need to write like 200 words, and then I'll research so much that I'll land up with like over 1,000 words that I then have to condense. And that's kind of what's happened here. I've got like probably like 2 hours of video footage and I only needed 2 minutes. Brilliant. So yeah, I need to heat up my dinner because when the power goes at 8 I won't be able to do that. Unfortunately our battery doesn't run the microwave. I got macaroni cheese bolognese for dinner, just a microwave meal. And then I'm gonna put on my usual mindless watching stuff while I tap away at the stories. I feel very spacey. I think I've probably said that every day since I picked up the camera first on Monday. And then I spaced out while I was saying I'm spacey. Okay. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Frank is ready. Where'd you go? There he is. Put this cat tree here next to the couch, hoping that Phoebe will stop scratching the couch. However, she is not. Right. Dinner time. See you in a bit. I want to show you my view while I'm doing everything. So I've got this one purring away. I've got Phoebe rubbing her head on the other side. And I've got Winchester screaming for attention. Oh, big boy. Oh, okay. A little bit camera shy, I think. I need like 3 arms. One for each cat. Hey, off the counter. Change of plan. Alright, Netflix. You know, like when you have autoplay off and it still plays? Love is Blind 1 year later. This is going to be very interesting because season 3 was like one of the seasons with, in my opinion, the worst people. So I actually cannot wait to see what has gone down. Well, that was short-lived. I watched about 15 minutes of the first episode. Spoilers ahead. Why am I recording right as I finish a chocolate? Skip to this time if you don't want to know. I started watching Love is Blind after The Altar, season 3. And then I was like super confused because I was like, why are all the girls still backing Zainab so much on the whole cuties thing? And it turns out they filmed Love is Blind, then after The Altar, then the reunion, and then some stuff they just like slotted in after the reunion. So it's like a complete, like, the timeline does not make sense. And when I went on Reddit, a lot of people were saying like there's not really a point in watching episode 13, 14 and 15 because the outcome has already been out online. Like, we all already know what happened. We already know about SK's cheating rumors. We already know about Zainab and Cole, like that stuff's all been public for a long time. So that's a little disappointing. And then I saw a lot of people talking about Perfect Match. If you've started watching it, please let me know how it's going. I'm very hesitant to start it because I feel like if I start another reality series and I'm disappointed, I'm just gonna be like brokenhearted. I just want like some non-thinky things to watch. I swear, like when they're coming up with dating show ideas, they're just watching Love Island and they're like, oh, let's take Love Island but make it this, like a Perfect Match. They literally use the words coupled up, and then they do challenges with blackboards and chalk and write things on it. That's like every Love Island season ever. And we're going on to this is season 9 that's airing now. So for 9 seasons, this has been a Love Island thing. And then they send in people and they're like, this is gonna change the thing. Yeah, it's a bombshell in Love Island. Like, where is your originality? And like, not Love is Blind, but the other one, oh, wait, I'll get it now. Too Hot to Handle is literally Love Island UK, but they can't touch each other. It's like the same thing, literally. And then I think the PR people from Too Hot to Handle tried to make like the UK people from Too Hot to Handle be like Love Island influencers, but it just like never stuck. So like you'll see them doing like a bunch of the things that the Love Island influencers do, and it's just like, it's so cringe. So now I'm back to square one. I'm back to Come Dine With Me. Yeah, so I am struggling to concentrate, and I think despite having taken a caffeine sachet thing like an hour ago, I think I'm probably just going to get ready for bed and have an early night. The sun hasn't even set yet though, so my body doesn't quite feel ready, but I would like to try and sleep a little bit more because I've still got that like haven't had enough sleep feeling. So I'm making tea already because when the power goes, I just want to have that done. And I'm not going to tidy tonight. And nobody can make me. Excuse me. Off the table. Off the table. Why are you barking? Why are you barking? Go, 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 go. Baby is being so cute with the bubbles. I'm hoping I can get a decent video of her. She's being adorable. Winchester? Baby, he's coming back tomorrow. Yeah, he's coming back tomorrow. Slightly neglected vlogging today. But I thought I would tell you a quick update on what is happening right now. I've already taken my sleeping tablet. So I am really like I feel like I need to sleep right now, but I got hiccups. Tried Dr. Mike's remedy of a spoon of sugar, didn't work. Tried the other thing of like a big gulp of Coke, didn't work. In fact, I nearly choked on that, and now I've got to add hiccups. So it's both funny and annoying at the same time. Like if I hadn't just taken my tablet and if I wasn't like so needing to sleep, I would definitely giggle about this for hours, but I just really want to go to bed. Anyway, I'll see you in the morning. I'm fetching Vaughn tomorrow. Yay! Good morning. Little Phoebe popping out here. I am still in bed because... Sorry. That was a big yawn in the camera. I'm still in bed because Phoebe was cuddling and it was so cute. And I just didn't want to kick her out. And I was watching Zoella's latest vlog. I don't think she's Zoella anymore. I think she's just Zoe now. So I thought I'd have a little cuddle with Phoebe while I do that. Anyway, so I just thought I'd pick up the camera and say good morning. I am considering having peanut butter toast for breakfast instead of cereal. I don't know why, just had a little craving for it this morning. But I need to get up now and take my tablets because if I take them after 11, my anti-anxiety, then I tend to not sleep very well. So I think I am going to get up. I could easily spend today in bed. I don't know why I'm so tired. But Vaughn is heading to the airport now. Yay! Oh gosh, I look like I got punched. I hope that's just shadows and lighting and that's not going to be my vibe for the day. Time to fetch Vaughn. Outfit, super cute. I'll show you properly a bit later because I'm actually running late. This airport is so busy. Holy moly! Was it yesterday that I said 3 million people? I think I can believe that there's still a good stretch left of the holiday season. It is genuinely packed. And thank goodness it's taking Vaughn a while to get through because I'm actually like half an hour late. But I knew with international arrivals they'd still take a while. Let me turn this so you can see. Alright, there's a band somewhere. That's freaking cool. What the heck? Who's arriving? What is happening? I don't know what's going on. Finally! That was actually so unbelievable. Just so wimpy now because Vaughn and I both need to up to the loo and there's so much stuff to carry, so we decided just to grab some food and something to drink and then we'll go one at a time. But basically what that was is some people from Gift of the Givers Foundation went over to Turkey, and that was them arriving back and getting a welcome back. For that I was so emotional by the end, like absolutely beautiful. What heroes. I actually feel bad for saying like I don't know who's coming back because it was, but even without knowing who it was, I still got so teary because it was just so powerful. It was so crazy. Guess who's back? Yay! We're having takeout for dinner. He's having healthy food. I'm having KFC, and we're gonna watch some dinner date and then probably go to bed very early. So thank you so much for watching to this point. I will see you in the next one. I don't know which one will be next, but I will see you then.
Should also just clarify that I'm wearing tan shorts.
He's naked.
Nope, they are tan shorts.
His shorts are the tan of his legs. See you, bye.